This is the partner here, Roger Bryan, and today we're talking about developing a new product or perfecting your product. There's 4 parts to the product development cycle. The issue is knowing what order to do them in. So I've got these 4 items listed here. We have development of the product, selling of the product, delivery of the product, and marketing of the product. If you were to sit there and think to yourself right now, what order do I do these in, what would be your answer? Write it down on a quick piece of paper, just jot it down in your head. Here's the reality. This is where most people like to start. They like to start with the development of the product. Let's talk about information products for a second. So say you're building an information product and you've done a little bit of market research, you've done some surveying, you've talked to a couple of your friends and you said, hey, what would you want to buy? And they tell you and you say, okay, you know what, I'm going to go build this product. And then you build it for 3 months. Scratch that, 6 months. 12 months. And 12 months later, you've made no sales, you've made no money, you're still building it. You want to get it perfect. You want to get it so that everybody's going to love it. You want to make sure that every person that uses it thinks it's the best product ever. But here's how much money you've made. 12 months, no money, and you probably build up a bunch of expenses against that. I tell you what, you got to stop the stupidity and stop trying to build first. So we'll call development the build phase. So most people think you build it, you sell it, you deliver it, then you go out and you try to market for more of it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If we're going to do this the right way, I want you to sell first. I want you to take that idea that you have, put together a landing page, drive some traffic to it, put it on a webinar, speak about it on stage, and go out there and get somebody to pay you for it. And if you can get them to pay you for it, then you know that you've got a viable idea. You're going to have to go build it after that, but you're going to sell first. And you know what? Most people would say that, well, Roger, if I'm going to sell first, then what am I going to give the people? Well, as much time as it took you up here in this 12 months to build the product that nobody wants, when somebody lays down cold hard cash on the table, they're now relying on you to do delivery, you're going to figure out a way to deliver. Somehow, some way, I promise you. And actually, after selling, once I found that I can sell a product a few times, I'm actually going to go out and I'm going to market it next. Now what does that mean? What's the difference between here? So selling might mean that I've managed to sell it to 1 or 2 people, then I know that it's a viable idea. But now before I take the time to completely develop it, I want to see if I can scale it. So if I've made 1 to 2 sales here, let's say I'm doing a $1,000 product, I've made $2 grand. That's wonderful. You know what? Most of the products that I develop cost me between $25,000 and $60,000 to develop because we do a lot of software products. So is $2,000 in sales enough for me to go out and spend $60,000 developing this product? The answer is hell no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to market next. I'm going to try to scale it. I'm going to try to get out there and make that 50 to 100 sales that shows me that, you know what, I can ROI this right off the bat. I'm not going to have to invest a bunch of money out of my pocket, then sit on this and hope that I can eventually sell it. I've made that mistake before in the past. So once I've gone out and I've sold a couple, I've proven that the concept's a good idea, then I've gone out and I've gone to mass market and proved that I can sell a ton of it. So now if I've got this $50,000 and my product's going to cost me 60 grand to build, I'm going to start delivering it. I'm going to deliver it incrementally. I'm going to give extra service to those people that have bought from me in the past. So now I'm going to start to build. And then I'm going to deliver. This is the concept that wealthy individuals understand. This is the concept that 7-figure thinkers understand. They know that they're not going to spend their time, energy, or money building something unless people are willing to pay for it. And not that they say that they're willing to pay for it, but that they have actually paid for it. The money's been put on the table. They've made some initial sales to prove concept. They've made massive amounts of sales to prove that there's scalability. Then they're going to build it, and then they're going to deliver it. Now, this recipe doesn't always work, and sometimes, you know what, you may end up selling a couple of them, then find out that you can't scale it, refund the people their money, give them a little bit of extra love and attention, they'll be fine with that. I would rather have a $2,000 mistake than a $60,000 or $50,000 mistake, and I want you to do the same thing. So when you're getting ready to build a product or a service, go out and test it by selling it. I'm sick of people talking about surveys for a product before they've ever attempted to sell it. You know what? You can get 100 people to fill out a survey, try getting one of them to give you money. That's a lot harder. Sell first, build second. This is Roger, the partner, and I will see you on the next video.